Hello, people. Davey verse with Davey Crockett, King of the Royal Engineers. Wait, enough of that. My weekly roundup, cause I've been at work all week and I saw some stupid shit. So let's just go with this. Phase 4 dropped the... Wait there. That is also true. Phase 4 dropped the standard of MCU solo movies. But that's not this. This is this. Phase 4 quietly killing the MCU. Yeah. Phase 4 quietly killed the MCU solo movie. That's because they tried to put everything together. So, for Multiverse of Madness, it didn't have to, but you had to go to, what's the subscription? Disney Plus. And you had to then watch... Wow, what's that crap? One where it's like... So... She's in that 60s movie of Vision. WandaVision. Wait, answers that. Oh my days, that's how little I give a shit about Marvel I knew. Don't even remember the fucking launches this year. Was it this year? No, it's a different year. Last year then. Was that even last year? Wait, anyway, before I go on a little lost rant. Phase 4 launched the next saga of the MCU and introduced the multiverse, but also effectively marked the end of the franchise classic solo hero franchise. So, we all know it started off, you introduced Iron Man, you introduced Hulk, you introduced Captain America, and they had a few solo movies coming up to Avengers, and then Avengers launched into Endgame, and that was Phase 1, 2 and 3, knocked out the park. Simple as, sweet, consistent, yeah, perfect. Well, if you're going to do something, that's how you probably do it. So the replication in trying to do Phase 4 was they didn't want to do a solo, they want to tie everything together. So end credits led on to end credits, shows basically merged into movies. That's just, we get this mess. What did I find interesting? Marvel solo movie shift began in Phase 3. Sort of did, but that was a tie-up, to be fair. You had every loose end now to then just whack into the endgame. But anyway, I found this interesting enough. So Phase 5, Marvel solo movies change. So we're getting a Quantum Mania, which will be sort of related. Secret Invasion, which will be sort of a universe again. Gone, so Galaxy can exist in their own ecosystem. Echo, similar. Miss Marvel's, that's going to be a multiverse. Miss Marvel's. Where's Captain Marvel? Oh shit, wait, so Captain Marvel's getting merged in. Okay. Pardon me. Loki 2, didn't like the first one. Blade, I don't know what's going on there. I had high hopes. Whole new director's in. We'll see how it goes. Agonif, that's going to be probably merged with Doctor Strange. Captain America, that's going to be a Falcon. Captain Falcon, Wait. Daredevil, it's going to be a She-Hulk one. And Thunderbolt. Wait. So I'm not enthusiastic. So, in short, Phase 4 has killed Marvel. Phase 5 doesn't look any better. But let's move on. Hello. Wait. So I want to introduce Velma. Fuck's sake. This is just going to be black pill after black pill in it. Wait, I'll try to find some lighter stuff in the next one or next few. We'll see how it goes. But Velma is possibly the worst rated show. Hang on. Velma is now the third worst rated show. Wait, so it's not the worst yet. It's getting up there though. Wait, so this is Mindy's her. So yeah, no, it's Kim. What the fuck? Am I on drugs? It's a possibility. Oh yeah, that's right, Kim. Wait, this is what I get for not reading it first. Oh yeah, Santa Ring, that was quite bad. Late night releasing. Now we watched that as American, but I've seen the YouTube content that was quite bad. Polygamy and I don't know what that is. Wait. So out of the stuff I know, it's quite bad. Final draft for you, Kim Kardashian. Don't worry. Who fuck's sake. I'm really just read. So it's doing poorly. Absolutely shit. Rotten Tomato 6%. Is it still 6%? Ooh, fuck it is. I hate this. Let's say I thought my browser would knock that off. So 50% audience, so that's been bulked up at least. That's been knocked right down. It's free. Oh my days, I wouldn't even watch it for free. Well, I have diabetes. But anyway. So in a rare thingy, right there, a rare combination of anti-woke review bombing and left-leaning viewers who think the series is just plain bad. Well, the funny thing about that is I've actually seen left nut jobs saying that it's a right nut job sort of conspiracy theory. It's like, hang on a minute. So you got the right saying it's a woke bullshit. You got the left saying it's woke bullshit. And the centrist is just saying it's shit all out. My days, how could you make something this bad? No, read. So Velma is tanking. I kind of want to know how much money it's going to lose. I was thinking about this as well. There we are. Last of Us 2 actually. So I glanced the first episode. I've not watched it yet. I've only seen like the highlights of us being at work and stuff. Actually, where was I? So I was down Margate. Then I had to go Dover, London, and then back north. So imagine my week, 50 something hours out without the house, not including stopping out. So yeah, I don't really have time to watch it. I'll find time though. Yeah, this video I planned at about 9 o'clock today. It's now sitting fucking 6 o'clock, and it's almost been 12 hours by the time I actually managed to get to my second video. Fucking hell. Life just getting in the way, YouTuber. But Velma tanking. I don't want to waste more time on this, so next. Hogwarts Legacy actors respond to backlash of trans women and trans men are men. I don't believe that. I think I've made my point clear on this. I consider myself a centrist, and it's not true. But so I sort of seen this come up. I was busy at the time, so I didn't really make a note of it. I know far more now than I did 3 years ago, and I hope to learn far more in the next 3. Okay, I get that. I was casting this project over 3 years ago, back when Harry Potter was to me what magic world I grew up with, and long before I'm aware of J.K. Rowling's views. I believe wholeheartedly that trans women are women and men are men. So that's then craft queer was always here, including trans people. Just remind you, because you always forget what your merch stand for. See, so I think I don't get why you can't separate the art from the artist. That's always been my thing. I can like something and think the guy that's behind it is an absolute prick. In this case, I don't think J.K. Rowling is wrong, but like this game, it actually does look quite good. I'll probably pick it up on a sale. Might get it first time round, see if the outrage, hypes it a bit. It's quite funny, some of the memes that's been coming out. But at the end of the day, separate the art from the arts. J.K. Rowling's, just as well as Sebastian here, is allowed their views. It's something I wouldn't agree with, but I'll defend his right to see it. I'll defend J.K. Rowling's right to also see it. And I've got a feeling with Hogwarts Legacy around the corner, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this. And let's see if it could be my first triple weekend sort of roundup topic. Next. Okay, more Marvel bullshit. Marvel Studios accused of blacklisting VFX artists report. So VFX industry issued Marvel Studios came in light recently about reports of a potential setback for the studio. So I think during She-Hulk, well, the fucking FX team must have had a day off or something, because it wasn't that good. I think a lot of people saw the trailers, instantly shot it, I think even I shot it down there. I was like, what the hell are they doing? The art wasn't consistent whatsoever. Granted, it's a TV show, so the budget isn't the same as a movie, but you know, I expect some sort of consistency. But anyway, let's get into this. As Marvel content output grows in Phase 4, some VFX artists were reportedly unhappy. Former VFX artists Duvan Grovel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't even know what language that would be. Indian, maybe? I'm sorry if I got that wrong as well. Previously explained why the studio is horrible to work for. Let's see why. Nothing that has frequently seen colleagues struggle with being overworked. Marvel has tightened its purse strings. That seems about right. But seeing that, Netflix has cancelled a few movies now, a few shows. Amazon's done the same. Do you think they're just tightening their belts now? At least with tightening their belts, they actually might stop making some woke BS. Once you had Megan on there with, well, away there, that M3 Megan, actually quite good movie. There's little bits of wokeness here and there, but it doesn't really override it. It's just whacked in here and there sporadically, and it says it's a horror movie. It's more of a fucking comedy. There's 8 of us in about the pictures as all burst out laughing at fucking bits and bobs. It was funny. Overall, it's just a good movie. You'd spit your brain off too. Recommend it anything over this. But yeah, so VXX artists are pissed off. Will Marvel issue for VXX artists improve from PS5? X to doubt. X to bloody doubt. So the Blacklist is talked about. I don't know anyone that's seen it for real, but it's a common thing that comes up whenever it affects people. Talk together. If you do X, Y, and Z, Marvel blacklist you and won't be working for them again. The biggest way to get on a blacklist is to leave a show early for any reason. So that sounds like a typical thing. Was it actually Marvel that did? I'm thinking of that sort of gossip thing, that gossip rag that was. Oh man, it was some bullshit where you were blacklisted from comics if you were outspoken against them. But anyway, that's a different topic. I think Phase 4 was shite and Phase 5 is in trouble. It hasn't even started yet. But I'll catch you in the next one. Wait, I just want to bring back Harry Potter. I found it funny as just this little quiver really. So Collider, sorry about that, baby's upstairs. Recently falling out of beloved franchise makes for a tempting ground to set up a reboot, a fresh start for the series. Already has a foothold in culture conscious, but the truth is there's no need for a reboot of Harry Potter movies, at least not anywhere in the near future. For any producer out there, let there be the please. Don't reboot Harry Potter movie, please. So I'm on the fence about this. The first one hasn't really aged well, but it was the early 2000s. The sort of culture was different, and Britain pretty much changed fast within that decade. We went from I think in my house we went from having a radio and a shit little CBR TV to now having, well, not now, but in 2010 I think we had a TV in every room. There were flat screens. Well, I think one was a flat screen. I think the other two were still chunky fuckers. But at least they were like 24 inches, 27 inches maybe. And the one downstairs I think was 32. And we had a PlayStation. No, we had Xbox by then. We had Xbox 360. But even then, we were carrying a big chunky TVs around us. And, well, yeah, hasn't really aged well. You got props, you got stuff that's now developed past the point where it was. You would have think in that sort of franchise wasn't world it wouldn't, but anyway, that's not really the point. I don't think they're getting in. Magic Beasts didn't do it well. Do fans of Harry Potter reckon with Harry Potter at all? Right, so I think that's why they're going for it. So let's get into it. There's also times to address the elephant in the room, or in the case the trolls in the dungeon. In recent years, J.K. Rowling, the writer of Harry Potter book series and screenplay of Fantastic Beasts, has shared publicly reluctant and harmful opinions of... No, she hasn't. She hasn't harmed anyone. Oh my days. She's harmed some... She lives in Scotland. It's only a few miles up the road from me. Over the border. If I say some of the stuff I'm saying now, I could probably be locked up. That's how stupid the Scottish fucking bill is. It could be considered harmful. But she has not been locked up. She's not even been investigated. And this is Scotland we're talking about. Read it anyway. In addition, the criticism surrounding her closed-minded comments... They weren't closed-minded. Listen, the funny thing is about J.K. Rowling, she actually does support trans rights. She just also believes that basically a trans woman should not be in a woman's space. She feels that the way I've read it as, she feels that it's a sort of people are using the trans identity to get into places where they wouldn't normally get into, so sort of a fetish. Oh my days. So, insensitive presence of the book series, the previously ignored, overlooking or misunderstood amidst the resurgence of hate crimes and anti-Semitism. Oh my days, they also tried claiming the goblins were Jews, didn't they? The presence of racial discrimination and name choices. I don't know if that's going with the house elves there. Stereo cannot be ignored, but should promptly addressed. Claire Douglas Lane explores the dilemma of having childhood worth of beloved memories. Oh, hang on a minute. Half of my childhood's now fucking gone. You destroyed Star Wars, destroyed Pirates of the Caribbean, you've destroyed fucking Star Trek. Oh, Batman, Superman, Flash. The fucking goal of this cunt. Fuck's sake, fuck you. I'm not fucking doing this. Nope. Fucking make it now. I can't be asked no more. Just remake it to fucking let this guy suffer. If I'm having my shit destroyed, you're having your shit destroyed. This is a fucking mad situation. Well, sure, mutual destruction. Oh. Right, I'm moving on. Not really. I found this interesting. I fucking wanted to talk about, but my shit took us over, and now I'm now pissed off. Right, so trans artists reselling Harry Potter books with J.K. Rowling's names removed, and it's genius. I mean, it's capitalism at its best. The Boy Who Lived. Flippin' hell. Reminds me I haven't read Harry Potter in a while. I haven't read the new ones actually. I read the old ones. But anyway. A trans cover artist. That's just weird. That just reads weird to me. A trans cover artist is selling copies of Harry Potter books with the mention of J.K. Rowling completely removed. Does she actually remove the inside or what? So what's the crack here? So you do. So you remove that. That just feels painful. Hopefully it's not one of the fucking ones with the spelling mistake. Be worth a fortune. So you stick that back on. So you keep the J.K. Rowling one off. I mean, it's your book. If you destroy it, you destroy your own book, to be honest. That's just generic. Just a hat. So, what you got the sorting hat for? How long is this for? I can't be off city all day. I'm not down with your kids and fucking TikTok. Don't you fast forward? I mean, at least just doing something creative, I guess. I'm assuming it's a woman. What do you call it? Printmaker, Laura Flum. Okay, so I'm guessing it's a trans woman. It's a woman. It's respectable at least. Well, not respectable, but it's creative. It's not like she's actually going out there destroying books for just for the sake of it. And it's not like just destroying the books, just removing the artist's name. See, I don't mind that. The whole bullshit where you're arguing that, oh, you don't want a thingy because J.K. Rowling's things and stuff. No, do it. Destroy it. I can't be arsed no more. I mean, you could do a lot more to like a cover than just a black with a thingy. It's not that good. But, it's creative at least. Project does not refile it. I know it doesn't. It's still J.K. Rowling's work. It's just not. Unless somebody's trying to get on that. Beats me. Customer can buy a single book in the series for, what, 140? No. Fucking hell, I can pick it up for $5 off eBay. I can go to a charity shop and probably pay like a $5 for it as well. Christ almighty. All 7 books are available for Canada. I guess that's Canadian dollars. £980. Fucking $1,000. Woman, you're a psycho. I mean, to be fucking transgender, you'd be psycho anyway, but Christ almighty. Well, if someone's paying you for it, why not? Got me a bank. Right, let's find something else, I guess. Catch you in a few. And I'm back. A shameless Photoshop field. Right, now we care about that. And I'm back. Alec Baldwin devastated as he faces charges of involuntary manslaughter, and he and his wife, Hilda, are leaning on each other. Why is he milking us? She has been his rock, and she keeps as distraught. Is heartbreaking for her. What the fuck? Don't care. Alec Baldwin devastated that he's facing involuntary manslaughter. His source revealed. They're close to the actor and his wife are leaning on each other. So yeah, Baldwin 64. Christ, I must still think he's in his 50s. Can't be. He just can't be. 30 Rock, he was still old then, but like 40s, 50s. So yeah, that's got to be about right. Wait, anyway, seen first time Friday. Look at hell, he's doing kind of well to have a kid. So let's just do a small recap. Elena Hutchins was the tragedy that got shot. She was standing behind the camera, along with I can't remember a bloke's name. Fair enough, there was a bloke who was there. I don't know, was the bloke a cameraman? But Elena Hutchins was the film photographer. Not photographer. What you doing? This is just going off the top of my head. Hang on, the gun that was on Settle's Rush was accidentally fired and killed. So it's that one. Fucking hell. I'm not an American, so I don't know my guns well. Is it a Smith? It wouldn't be a Smith & Wesson, would it? That's the thingy of my sort of revolvers. If someone can educate us, please do. I would love to be able to have guns within this country, but need a license, gov. So Elena stood behind the camera. Alec Baldwin had a loaded bullet within his gun. He fired it, so he was firing a few blanks, and then one loaded, shot through, destroyed the camera. I think it went through the guy's shoulder and then into Elena's shoulder, and then she didn't die instantly. From what I've seen and read, she was laying around for a while on the floor, getting treated, waiting for the paramedics to come. Alec Baldwin left the area at the time, like left the room, because they were in a sort of in a chapel. So, and he comes back later to find out that then she was dead. And I think that's the scene after speaking like what to his team, probably PR team, I would say, try to get ahead of this. I don't really want to sound that callous, but he seems like an egotist, to be fair. So that's basically what happened with on the day. There's some other elements that just come out now. There was 5 live rounds found on site. There was 1 in Alec Baldwin's gun satchel, which does raise the question, why was it there? Did he put it there? And was the other one there and he loaded it? conspiracy theory, he could have did it himself. He could have planned it. But they're getting him with manslaughter, which means it wasn't a sort of intentional act. So the investigators don't think so. But to sort of word it as Alec Baldwin's the victim here, it's a bit disingenuous, Daily Mail. So I think along with this is also the armourer, he's getting done, and another producer has took a plea deal. Be interesting to sort of see what comes up in the near future. How long this is going to go on for, I don't know. Right there. So Hutch was on set in Mexico in October 21. So wait, I know they closed the case in October 22, and I honestly thought they weren't going to do nothing else. I thought that it got away with it, and I thought it was all going to be hush hush, and it's been memory hold quite bad. So it took them a year to investigate. Given the sort of situation, it kind of would. There was only 3 people in the room at the time, and well, one of them's getting feed you bullshit. The other one's dead, and what would the other guy tell you? If he asks for his job, if he asks for his life, oof, I wouldn't like to be that guy. So yeah, I'm amazed that this is actually going to happen. There's going to be a case, there's going to be a jury. It's in America, and they do have cameras in the courts. So yeah, this will be televised. Fucking hell, along with the Johnny Depp trial now, this, Christ almighty, this is going to be a fun. Ricky Lord there, Alex. I'm going to have a field day of this. Sounds callous again. Wait. So I think the minimum sort of sentence is a fixed term, 5 years. I don't know what the sort of American rule is there, but I'm not really keen on fixed terms. Should be up to the discretion of the judge. See how sort of like pure simple accident where you didn't mean to, bullets were switched over, you're devastated. You could sort of argue a toss like he's sort of remorseful. It's basically beat them up more than it has. But in this case, it doesn't really seem like it's affected Alec Baldwin. He's even continued to actually do the movie still. Ah, Christ. The more I think about it, the more I can't just dislike the guy. But anyway, let's see if I can find some more. I need some... I'm sick of black pills. Oh my dears. Okay, I deliberately picked this article from the Rolling Stone. Don't consider yourself a right winger. Don't consider me a left winger, obviously. I think that's been quite clear. I say I'm a centrist. Probably, yeah, centrist. I'm happy with that. But I do listen to Crowder. I do like some of his points. I don't really listen to the Daily Wire, which this is about. Hang on, let's get into this first before I went. So far right, Brohart calls 50 million Daily Wire offer a slave contract. Well, it's a bit more than that, but so what I've basically heard and read is that Crowder rejected the Daily Wire's offer. He was given a sort of contract, first round or something, and he didn't like it. He blew it up, and then came back later to have a sort of basically what he demanded, and I think he wanted 3 times that. He wanted 150 million or something, which granted that 50 million would have had to cover his staff, his operation costs, his salary, any sort of expenses. Would it really cover that? He's got a lot of staff members. He goes around, he travels like all over the place, and he's just had kids. I'm sure he wants to cover himself there as well. Plus, some of the stuff he was offered in the contract was a bit shit. Like, I don't need to cover it. I should have picked this one. Candace Owens came out a bit. That was quite a funny move. I see why she came out. Daily Wire was getting stick, and Asher said there was people in the wings who were getting shot with shrapnel. I don't think the way that she's handled this has been great at all. She could have done better, but I get where she's coming from. If at least I'm not going for any hate to her. She's just defending her own. Like, you don't shit where you eat, and someone's came and shit where she eats. So obviously you will kick off. So Stephen Crowder, far-right Crowder, has kicked off a public feud with the Daily Wire after a right-wing news outlet approached him with a measly 4-year contract worth $50 million. So $50 million would have to be spread over 4 years as well. So you'd be looking at about $12 million a year. Don't know what. So he's got the building in Texas. Then he'll have staff. Probably staff would be about $1 million. Depends who, because you got the big figures like Gerald as well. They got Dave Landau. Out of all this, I love Dave. He's class. But anyway, so you got a lot of bills to pay. He's got a lot of set. He does a lot of funny shit. He goes out travelling. I reckon he could blow that 12 million. And he got taxes on top of that as well. So I can sort of see where he's coming from. The whole big con thing. He did launch a website there about December before this kicking off. So he probably had plans. As soon as like negotiations started in October, he went around the circuit and he didn't get what he wanted, or it was a deliberate thing where he's now sort of set it on his own, but he was getting offers in, see what the crack was, and the whole thing's just blew up. I mean, scalping each other is a stupid move. I don't know why. Well, I sort of know why he's come out with it. The offer was terrible, and if the same contract's been offered to everybody in the same field, new, old, the new guys will accept it with a heartbeat. It's money. You'll rip the hands off, won't you? Won't be anywhere near the 50 million, but here's what it is. I'll probably say at the end of the day, it could be funny to watch the whole thing. Okay, I want to see what Crowder will say on Monday. I won't be able to do a topic on it because I'm back down south. What can I say? I'm in Bristol. Right, next. Hello, I'm back. This I just found comical. I don't really know if this is a fucking white pill or not. It's definitely not a white pill. Black pill? I don't even think it's a black pill. Templing Institute. Yeah, I'm on my alt account, so... Am I still subscribed? I'm still subscribed. Yeah, I'm still scrubbed. So, I'm a big fan of these. I still like the stuff. I'm not going to unsubscribe for this. But for a low channel to come out with this, oh my days. You're fucking a low channel. Canon is your bread and butter. Why do you have to do something this stupid? My comic been deleted? So I did this on my alt. I might switch it over. So blood of misogyny comment. Oh wait, I remember now. So back end of this, he goes on a rant that sort of the Tree of Liberty has to be fed with the blood of patriots. So he goes on how basically a channel needs to be fed with the blood of misogynists, sort of spin. I found the comment unnecessary because he's creating a strong man now, so anything I have an objection with without this, he's basically now shot it saying nope, any objection, I'm a misogynist. So I just hit back with the Canon. So Canon over FanFiction, because this is basically what all this is. This is just FanFiction on the top fucking priority. Should I explain a bit? Explain a bit then. So he goes into... So he pretty much goes into this. Right. This Aaron guy, he made the Emperor look stupid as fuck. He's probably the worst Black Library writer out there. But that's not the point. So, basically written in that there's some shit going on. Genetics and bull, and that during the Horus Heresy, that there was a few women Pardon me, it's fucking dying still. But anyway, I won't get into my point here. So, in the Warhammer 40k universe, Space Marines are genetically modified super soldiers that are exceptionally male. The concept of female Space Marines is not present in official canon, however, there are fans that work include Space Marines as part of the lore. So, that is the fanfiction point. There are female Space Marines, but they're not canon. They're your lore, in your universe, in your head. Not in the universe of Games Workshop. So, in Warhammer 40k universe, Space Marines are created genetically modified males, known as fucking Napathies. Don't you say I don't know if I fucking pronounced that right. I don't even know if I spelled that right, to be honest with you. Wait. Well, I hope I spelled it right. I ran it through fucking Google first, just to make sure. I should have got one of the voice speakers as well, to make sure that I knew what I was fucking trying to say. Right, but anyway, this is what I get for fucking finding bits and bobs and put it all together, just so I can create an argument. Right, they're subject to intense physical and psychological conditioning, as well as implants and various biomechanical enhancements. In short, Space Marines are basically super soldiers, perfect human beings, redundant hearts, redundant nervous systems. The stomach lining is basically nuclear. They can fucking eat, drink out. They can't even get pissed. They have to make some special drink just to get smashed. But anyway, so my main point in here was within Games Workshop's codexes, within books, graphic novels, comics, the whole policy of male is stated. There is no female Space Marines, and then pretty much what I've found is this is due to the fact that Space Marines gene seed or genetic materials used to create new Space Marines is diverted from DNA from the Primarch progenitors, which are male. So you're only going to get the male chromosomes. That's it. I mean, if you really wanted to, they could do a Bad Batch situation, but Games Workshop has not done a Bad Batch situation yet. See how it goes. But in the future, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But, I mean, still go and watch them. They still do good videos here and there. This one has just come out so left field, I don't even know what the crack is. It's just blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck? I was sitting there, lying in bed, watching shit TV with YouTube on, and I saw a sort of trailer for this. I was like, what? I'm going to have to watch this when it launches. And funny enough, it launched today. I've covered Indiana Jones before, and the Dial of Destiny. Viewer Bridges Wall is being significantly reduced. Why? Let's find out. So new rumours concerning... just say we see it. Rumours actually have been correct so far. I don't know who's dropping them. But if this is true as well, I wouldn't say it could save it, but it could sort of turn it around a bit. Not turn it around a bit. I mean, no. I wouldn't say that she would be the bad part. I've not seen the sort of not seen it, but that's going out. But I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's hard to describe. I don't really think she would be the worst part in this. Given that Indy is apparently going to get killed off, that would be the mistake. But overall, so they're knocking her back a bit, probably bringing Harrison Ford more into it. If they're trying to bring Phoebe's character, basically do a sort of way, and Harrison Ford again in look at Star Wars. Why does Disney hate me so much? I did nothing to Disney. I paid Disney, and now I'm having to come out to fucking tell them why. Oh my days. Nothing. Nah, fuck you. Nope, not doing it. Indiana Jones, I'll watch your classics. Crystal Skull, I'll even watch that. But Dial of Destiny can go and dial the fucking shit. Persona 4 Golden Age has not aged well. So, let's just get into why I'm bringing this up. Persona 1 to 5 are PlayStation exclusives, but now, well, not really, are they? I see them on Switch. Well, I don't know if they're beforehand or not, but they've basically come to more platforms. They're coming to Game Pass, and it's sort of had a second release of life. But this guy is now coming saying, well, it's not just this guy, but this is sort of the prominent one. There are a few others attacking JRPGs, so that's Japanese role-playing games. But I don't really know the other ones. There's Ark, and there's what's the one? Just saw it. I forget. Still ill. I still can't be asked. But Persona is the one that I know of. It's the one where I've actually looked it up and actually I've quite like the idea. I want to play it. I just know I won't get the time. I was actually going to read the spoilers, but I was like, no, because I don't want to read it myself. So I've glanced at this, and this is the point that sort of triggered us. It may seem unfair to criticise a Japanese game for over a decade ago for outdated views. It's just not just Japanese games. I don't see why we should criticise sort of artwork from sort of a generation ago. I mean, a decade's not really a generation, but like, sort of build a statue to a guy that built a hospital and donated so much money, but it turns out that some of the money was created from slavery. It's like, it was the time acceptable, not now, but we could correct that by telling people what was done, not by destroying it. Sweet. So after all this, they're the product of the time and culture, but after the success of Persona 5, the release of PG4G, so that's Persona 4, is a game to a new global audience. Well, more global audience. That's because it was restricted to PlayStation. It's not beyond criticism for fresh eyes. In fact, the opportunity to reflect on the past appears for how the game has come. So I still think it's unfair. You can't really criticise, let's say, Da Vinci's Mona Lisa just because, let's say, Mona Lisa was a slave owner. I mean, one should meant be some belle of some countryside, so should probably own slaves, given its fucking middle century Italy. Probably had a wine farm, but I'm not calling for the Mona Lisa to be destroyed, and I'm not really calling for it to be changed either. Alright, mate. Mark Hamill incites he thought of playing the Joker without Kevin Conroy. This doesn't seem to be a Batman for me. Sort of a heartwarming thing to end on. Mark Hamill did make a good Joker. Appreciate it. He's a nutcase, but in this case he was right. Kevin Conroy passed away last year, and yeah, he won't come back to play. Well, not play, but he won't come back to voice him. And it's like, okay, I don't know who I would get back, to be honest. But in this case, yeah. So Corey passed of cancer. Mark Hamill paid tribute. It's just adorable, to be fair. But that man needs to put down the keyboard from time to time. But other than that, so yeah, Mark Hamill is hanging up the Joker. They'll obviously get someone else in. There'll obviously be more Jokers going forward. Just is what it is. But I'll catch you in the next weekend roundup. Hopefully I feel better by then. God knows. I'll be away next week. I'm tempted to take my laptop down. Not laptop. I'm tempted to take a PC down with us for at least I can then sort of do stuff, but who knows. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Hello, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more, watch more. If not, at least like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out. Appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.